do, 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 do. Hey guys, give me one moment. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me put that down. Okay, thanks. All right, guys, just give me one moment. Give it a second for people to come on. And we're going to try to get this thing down. I'm trying to do it a little bit different angle. So this is another dual stream. I've been doing the dual streams a lot. Hey, Kathy. Hey, True Crime. Sorry, I'm missing other comments. Barber, Hans, Dan, David, Nathan, Zurich. Let's check Facebook real quick. Hey, Doug, Tommy, Debbie, Bob, Jamie, Sharon, Tammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. All right, so we got another cool setup, different style video. They used to have videos like this a lot. They used to have setups like this a lot. You don't see them much anymore. I think primarily because I don't ask for them. But I think the idea behind this, could be wrong. Lynette, thank you so much for the 50 stars. Thank you. You want this to come down and knock that off, or you don't want that to happen. I haven't figured out the thought process behind this yet. The reason why you would want this to happen, Sharon, thank you so much. Hey, Kat, is to knock this off. And the hundreds, those are fives. The reason why you wouldn't want to have that happen is, the motion that it's going, it would knock possibly everything onto the shelf, which is a dud from that point on. Inside this bag, I know what it is, but I'm hoping to leave it a mystery to see at the end. But it's got something I've wanted for a long time. So I hope to get it. Daryl, thank you. Hey, Charlie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Oh, man, somebody put $9.99. Thank you so much for the $10. Joanne, thank you so much for the $10. Hey, Wendy. Hi, Bob and Alex are on. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. All right, guys. So we're going to get started in just one moment. Yeah, I'm probably catching it. Oh, thank you so much, Patrice. Thank you for the 200 stars. All right, so as far as money that invested out of my pocket was $700. The buy-in chips have no value at all. Remember, these chips right here are just mainly for structure or decoration. They have no value at all. The chips on top have value. I didn't see this get built, so I don't know what's inside of here, but you can see the gold on top and some of it fell backwards. Kat, spending the last of my star stuff for... Oh, Kat, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Colin, thank you. Scotland, my homeland, the Bartley clan. Jeff, thank you so much from the 100 stars. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I do have to. I have to pee. I've done drank 3 Red Bulls, but I just wanted to get this up and going because I didn't announce I was going live. right, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Hey, Patrice, Kristen, I love watching your videos and trying to catch you live. Austin, thank you so much. Hey, Sandy from Mississippi. Brian, I assure you, I think it hit your comment, but Robin, thank you so much for the 100 stars. I can assure you one thing, there are people that fake this. I'm not one of them. It's not what you think it is. That casino music in the background is fake. And it's a lot of weird things. There's a lot of fake stuff in there, but I am not fake. Everything that I represent, I do have since day one. If I was faking it, guys, I would let you know. I really would let you know. There's videos out on Facebook. I don't think YouTube has in my TikToks where I started it from, because I got so much hate showing the inside of here. There's people from the channel that watch that have been here. It's just not what you think it is, but it's not fake. That's the most important thing. All right, guys, here we go. $700. Trying to get the tower to bring down the brown mystery bag. So there is a channel on YouTube. Linda makes fun of me because she says I watch the most random stuff in the world, which I do. But there's a channel. It is called capital FOBBV Cam. FOBBV Cam. And what it is, it's a 24/7 two-perspective look at bald eagles in Big Bear, California, and the process of them. There's proper names for it, I'm learning. Hatching, basically they lay their eggs, and how the whole process goes. I have got such an education watching them of things that I just never understood before. So basically with bald eagles, this is what I've learned so far. I don't know if they necessarily mate for life, but it's very unusual for them to mate and then separate. So like when the eggs hatch, they build the nest, which they are gigantic. As a matter of fact, that particular nest is apparently one of the biggest in the United States or whatever, something like that, highest. I mean, but when they lay the eggs, there's always somebody, and there's a name for it too, nesting on the eggs. The male, it's Shadow and Jackie. That's the two eagles' names. They rotate. So basically, like the Jackie, the female, she will lay down. She will nest on the eggs, and Shadow will bring food to the nest. Is always close by, perched on a tree, and after a certain period of time, he will come in, and then they rotate each other with it. So then Jackie will go out and I guess get some more food, take a break, and Shadow will take a turn. Well, never seen this before. The situation for them this year, they do this every year, I guess, but the situation this year, they're not sure these eggs are viable. Secondly, it is a huge amount of snow going on in Big Bear, California right now. So I have been watching these guys around the clock, and they literally get perched down into the nest, and at some points the snow is so heavy that it accumulates and they're buried inside of it. dedication. And, I've learned a lot about, apparently, that's Alaska. They got one of the biggest population of bald eagles. So they thrive in cold weather, which I find it interesting that just those feathers alone can keep them that warm. But, this, people have been watching around the clock. They're very, 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 like, dedicated to watching these eggs hatch. But unfortunately, it's getting past the point that they would be viable. So this website or this YouTube page, they have to be very, very, very particular about what's posted, what they say. It's all factual based stuff, not a lot of opinions. They have to keep slow mode on, so you can leave a comment once a minute. It's pretty stinking interesting. But so tonight, on tonight's episode, Shadow, the male, landed around 12 o'clock noon and has been at the nest ever since. Jackie never came back. He's actually doing an overnight, which for this hatchling or whatever, he's never done an overnight before. So what they're thinking is Jackie knows that the eggs are not viable, not going to hatch, and now it's going to be him learning that they're not, and they go through this when this happens. And apparently the mother knows sooner than what the male does, but in the meantime he will stay, even though he's not getting rotated out, he'll sit there. So it's sad watching it, blizzard conditions, and he's sitting there, and every once in a while he pops his head up, and I don't know what eagles think, but you think in your head, he's thinking, where in the world is she? I don't know. But he's staying there like a good dad. So yeah, that's you have to be a subscriber for 7 days before you can even comment. Which it was funny. I should do that on my channels because it feels like a big accomplishment when you can actually leave a comment, like you're part of the group now. Oh, really, Doug? Thank you, Dawn. Hey, Paul. Hey, Axel. Hey, Philip. Hey, Frenchie. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you all for sharing those sites. Let me check YouTube. I'm missing. The world fell. Yes, it did. That's where I feel like every day sometimes. So somebody said those bills look ancient, and which they technically are. They're not real bills. If you look, you'll see copy money, prop money, and I think some of them say play money, but not a lot. Most of them say they're motion picture money. It's always been fake. Now, there are times that real money is put in here, but not very often. And the idea behind that, when this first started and it was a public thing and people would come in and, members would come in and play it. And it wasn't controlled by it's such a long story. It wasn't controlled by the members. They were doing it themselves like a progressive. The idea was, sorry, I was sitting there watching, waiting for this thing to come down. That first and foremost, for someone to want to come back and look at this as an ATM machine that has just a thin piece of glass in between it. So what they worry about is people see the coin pushers lined up with thousands of dollars in it. Then when they close at night, somebody would be coming in with a ball bat and cha-ching. Second thing was to keep people honest with reporting their winnings whenever it came down. you know, and somebody's afraid not to pay taxes or something on it, you know, they wouldn't claim, kind of like what most people do with their taxes every year, wouldn't claim their total winnings. That was a way to keep people honest, but it's been that way ever since. I mean, it's just always been. But it looks, to me, it looks very real. Um, I don't even picture it being prop money anymore, just because to me, I know it can be, it's rotated out for actual money. It's the same. I mean, what is paper money anyways? It just, you know, it's a, we, in the United States, you know, we go on the gold standard. Maybe we're not on the gold standard anymore. Are we still on the gold standard here? I can't remember. But it's just like a trust system. That's all it is. All right, that was my last quarter. I'm curious now whether I'm missing some comments here. Let's see. We are not on the gold standard. Oh, okay. Well, I thought we were. I guess we used to be, though, right? Isn't that the whole reason why that the Congress wanted, back in the 70s or 80s, they wanted to actually go inside Fort Knox and physically see the gold? Or I guess our gold standard is globally what we use. I don't know, guys. That's economics. I mean, that's just not my thing. I'm not going to pretend like I do know. Promissory note. There you go, Dave. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Debbie, for asking. Bray's hand is doing better. I changed his bandage out this morning and then this afternoon and put some of the antibiotics on it, and it's looking pretty good. And my biggest fear last night was they had numbed his hand up so good that Bray kept moving his hand around and up and down and moving it, you know, everywhere, and was wanting to. At one point, he had it in his head that he wanted to make pasta, like from scratch, and he wanted to come back home and make pasta. And we're like, look, buddy, just because you can't feel it right now doesn't mean that the effects are not going to bother you. So today, he's getting a little clearer understanding of what it feels like when there's no numbing to it. Sure, he said my economic knowledge is known. It's primarily quarters, right? And that's true. I learned very early on, you know, that's the great thing about humans in general. You know, we all have our areas of interest and areas that we excel in and others that we don't. And that's why I try not to put too much envy into a person that's really good at one thing. I completely 1,000,000,000,000% respect that. I want my doctor to be really good at practicing medicine. I want my surgeon, I want my dentist, I want my mechanic being really good. But I try not to get caught up too much into the concept that just because somebody is really good at one thing doesn't, you know, it's the fact that's just, hey, some people is really good at like being lazy. That's, oh, it's getting close. Like that's, and I'm pretty good at that. As a matter of fact, I might call myself an expert procrastinator. And, you know, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I think the novelist era left me a long time ago, and I'm on the expert level, like astronaut level of procrastination. Yes, there's a lot of people from Ohio that watch. I just found out that my wife's amazing aunt in Ohio, that we go to every year for the fair, started watching me and didn't realize it was actually me. Her Glenda's husband that was watching, and I thought that was pretty cool once you figured it out. So, big shout out to Aunt Brenda. Well, apparently I missed a lot of stuff that fell. So worried about deep in conversation. Why does this keep happening? I don't understand. Oh, chips keep getting stuck. And that's quarters. I hope they can fix that. So we did get the mystery bag, guys. So how the mystery bags work, that is solely a live stream item. If I get both the silver and gold mystery bag, you all get to pick. Majority rules. One of them is a dud, the other one's a winner. Oh, you see that gold just fall? Eastern Panhandle, around Charlestown, Martinsburg, right in that area. So last night I was supposed to go live immediately following on TikTok. I haven't been live since I got my video booted, my live stream, violating TikTok terms. So I gave it another shot. Actually went home, and Isaiah and I came back very late at night to do it. Had an audience, about 6,000 people watching. Boom, happened again. Right before this tower, we had been working on this tower forever. And right before it fell, bam, your live stream's taken down for violating TikTok's terms of service. So I blame TikTok, and I still will always blame TikTok because I can't stand that app. But I've kept blaming them, but apparently from what I'm understanding today is a lot of that's probably from people reporting. So what happens, there's so much hate on TikTok. I say this, I'm like Pete and repeat. I say this every night, but there's so much hate on TikTok. So many, I don't know if it's children or if it's people that feel so comfortable behind the keyboard warriors or whatever it is, but they come in and know nothing about it and they say fake, it's fake, he's playing it, and literally last night was mom's basement. Do no research, don't go on my channel, watch anything else to see the plot, the story, everything behind it. And I think they just report it. So I guess just that happens enough. Oh! Hold on. Wow, that's slow motion. It's like a snail. Okay, unfortunately that didn't help out with that. But now we're getting ready to get a bunch of quarters. No more gambling of any kind allowed. Really? Is that on TikTok? Huh. Well, that's good to know. Oh, Patrice, thank you so much for the 500 stars. I greatly appreciate that. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, lived in Carneysville for a few years. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just now getting caught up on TikTok disease. Yeah, Braden's doing good. He's doing really good today. Thanks for asking. Oh, go! Go. Well, I'm not 100% sure whether I'll be honest with you. I mean, it is nice because the only thing I enjoy about that app is like the when people give you gifts, um, you can access it immediately. So, for instance, I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious! I don't know the exact numbers anymore, but all platforms, like you donate $10 to me. It used to be 30% or 40% of that went to the social media platform. So the creator would then see, 6 or 5 of that $10 that you gave. Then that goes, you get paid monthly, so, and it's always a month behind, so you wouldn't see that again for another month. That's just how it went. Now TikTok does the same. I think they take like 50% of it. They're the highest of everybody, but they will access. The creator can access it that night, which only makes sense. I mean, but with that being said, I strongly encourage people not to donate to me on TikTok because I don't want them to get 50% of your money. Woo! Man. Oh, thank you. Somebody donated. Give me 1 second. I'll make sure I read. Unfortunately, I'm a little far away from the laptop. Now we're rolling into quarters. Keep rolling. Keep those quarters going. So what's the best way to donate to you? Sending stars. Oh, Patrice, thank you for the 50 stars. Honestly, guys, I'm going to say it like this. This is the God's honest truth. I will be 100% honest with you all, and I usually am not. But I think majority of you all know that since I was forced into retirement, from EMS because of my back surgery, I was able to do this instead of pursuing, which it could have been very irresponsible of me. I don't know. I just needed to get enough time so I can access my retirement. But social media was just a better avenue than even a smaller channel like me. So what I say is everything that's donated, everything is greatly appreciated because that's the funds that I use to support myself. But I've always, and anybody that's been a part of the channel knows forever, I am not a person that, whether it's pride or whatever it is, I've never wanted to. I'm not a good receiver. I'm a good giver, and I know that's a problem with some people. So with that being said, it's greatly appreciated, but I would say don't worry about it at all. I mean, some people will put their cash apps up, or they'll put a link to PayPal. And I will tell you, there was early on, there was a time that I had one person in particular. This guy was awesome. His name was Eric. And actually, unfortunately, people that out of greed that were on the channel scared him off. And he still could watch, but he sits in the background. He was donating, like when I first started with the high risk coin pushers, the channel was very popular. It was a monopoly. No one else uploaded his videos. Most people never seen it. To my knowledge, that was the first one ever. And but I received a lot of hate. A lot of hate. My goodness gracious. Well, there's this guy, Eric, that every time I would go live, he would donate the max on YouTube, $500. Bam! Then $500. Bam! So it was nothing for him to donate $1,500 in a live stream. I was floored. I was so floored. I'm like, I can't believe this. I tried, and I know you all probably think I'm full of it, but at the time I was active on Discord. I sent him messages on Discord and said, please, thank you so much, but